Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? Welcome back once again to the AGS TV channel. It's Aston Villa against bottom of the league. Just making a small little change on TikTok. There we go. Bottom of the league at home. Should be a win, right? Most teams, when they play bottom of the league, what do? They win. What did Villa do last season? If you guys remember, what did we do? I'll let you ponder while I change my lights. Because I remember what we did last season. And you guys should too. Because we had a chance to go top of the Premier League last season. Heading into Christmas would have been the first time since 1992. And what did we do? We drew the game. We nearly lost. In fact, Nicolo Zaniolo stopped us from losing crazily to bottom of the league. And a certain Cameron Archer got the goal. Unbelievable to think about. Unbelievable. Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be good to see Duran start a match. He's deserved this. And Murad says, I see the crystals in my mind when what's that song referencing to? Or what is that reference to? Hey, also, how are you doing, Flapcamp? And hello to everybody on both TikTok and YouTube. What is good? I'm both live on both platforms for the big game this afternoon. I would really love to say that I think we win this comfortably. I really do. However, I'm marginally concerned. We'll go through the lineups of both teams. We got the Villa one on screen, and we'll talk about everything. Also, for some reason, I've managed to fuck up my title on TikTok, so I apologise to the TikTok viewers. It's just, yeah, I don't know what's happened there. But yeah, cool. I support Villa 2. How you doing, Watkins Warrior? This is I support Villa 2. Good man. Very good. It's my title is Villa vs Southampton, and then bracket what? God's sake, I don't think I can change that unless someone can tell me otherwise. I don't know if I can change that on TikTok, but whatever, we'll leave it. Bo says score predictions. We'll get all into that. Don't you worry, sunshine. We'll get into that. Vicious Beta says let's go Duran, and is waving to me in the emotes as well. Liza says to make the rainbows. I don't know what that is, bruv. Mate, it's too early. Even though it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's too early for me. My mate's here. Sorry, my mate's there. He's a Real Madrid fan. He's planning to sing shit on the Villain Holton. Well, he will get not a good treatment. Flatcat says we just need a clean sheet, please, Lord God. Yes, please, because it would be a very Villa thing to win this game comfortably and still concede a goal with 10 minutes to go for no reason. It drives me insane, this club, honestly. We are allergic to clean sheets. Doesn't matter who we play. We just do not get them. In fact, let's have a scroll back and see how many games we've conceded in a row. Shall we do that? Other than the Juventus games, the only one I can think of. We can ignore that and go into Premier League. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so including the Champions League, 2 of our last 9 have been clean sheets, and those include the Juve home game and Bologna. If you just go league, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It took 8 games. The last team in the Premier League, this is baffling. I might even make this into a clip. The last team we kept a clean sheet against was 8 Premier League games ago against Eric Ten Hag's Man United. That was the last time. Can we please get a clean sheet? It would mean the world to me. We've had so many different back fours in that time as well. We had Konza Mings as our last 2 centre backs midweek, which just took me back to like Gerrard days. It was quite funny to see. In fact, if you chuck in Matt Target in there, you got Dean Swift's backline. It's quite funny to see. And to be fair, it didn't actually do too badly, but I just want a clean sheet so bad. Carl Jack has come on Villa. Glad to see Amadou and Nana is he's back on the bench. Yeah, I'm confident we're winning this up fucking Villa. And Watkins drop as I buy him on FPL. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people grumble on FPL. So the lineups of both teams, starting with my beloved Aston Villa. Emi Martinez in goal, still with a fractured finger, still in goal. Ezri Konsa is playing, but not in his preferred position. Konsa's at right back. Diego Carlos, Pau Torres, Ian Matson, one of the first few starts he's had, by the way. So if you can't already tell, that's basically going to be a back three in possession with Konsa, Carlos, Torres. I don't have to be the one to tell you that Ian Matson is going to play as like a proper, either an inverted or a very aggressive touchline, almost like a wing back at this point. And Leon Bailey will probably cut inside. But we'll see how that pans out. Tielemans, Kamara is the pivot. Onana is coming back from injury. He's on the bench, but right now it's Tielemans and Kamara. So on one side is Leon Bailey, John McGinn on the other, and our front two today is Morgan Rogers behind the absolute captain chaos machine, John Duran, up front for Aston Villa. I'm fairly happy with the team. I think some players needed a rest. I'm really happy to see Matson. I think the idea of Matson is to be very aggressive. Matson's obviously a lot quicker than Digne, and I think maybe with a little bit more direct play like we saw against Brentford, we could be a little bit more direct and fast on the break with Matson and Bailey alongside him. It's weird to see. It'd probably be McGinn with... So Flash Score's saying Bailey's on the left. I don't think so. I think it'll be Bailey on the right like we've seen most season. And it'll probably be John McGinn on the left with Matson. So McGinn will cut inside because he's right-footed. And it'll be Matson on the outside. That's my prediction for that. I've seen enough of Villa to make a solid prediction there. And I think, my app is incorrect. Because we've seen Leon Bailey so many times. Be on the right and cut inside because he's a left-footed player on the right. It will mean that our right-hand side will not be as effective because Konsa will probably not drift forward a lot, so Bailey has to do a lot on his own, but we'll see. We've got a lot of comments on TikTok and YouTube, so just bear with me as I go through Southampton's side this afternoon. We are about to be underway as well, and I need to get a stream up very quickly, so I'll say it's a 5-back for Southampton and a former Villa man in James Bree at right back, if you remember. He didn't play many games for Villa. I think he went on loan to Barnsley at some point as well when he was at Villa. Lumley in goal, Bree. We've got Walker Peters. I remember when people wanted him for England. I've accidentally just clicked off their team because I'm an idiot. How did I even do that? I've managed to click off their team. All right, getting it back. Walker Peters, Manning, Wood, Harwood Bellis, and James Bree is their back five. You could say a 3. I think it's a 5. Armstrong on the left. Fernandez Downs is their pivot with Dibbling on the right. And it's the former Aston Villa Academy product, Cameron Archer, up front against Aston Villa. And it was him, by the way. He got the goal against us when we played bottom of the league last season at home. And we didn't win that. So, I'm terrified. I've got a few comments on TikTok, just going through them. Yam Yam Army. I'll just drag it over here because I'll get the Villa game on that screen. Right, TikTok comments have been dragged over. And what are people saying? People are saying, need to smash them today. I agree. Yam Yam Army. Up the Saints. We got a Southampton fan here. What are you watching it on? I'm going to get a stream up. And I usually pin a link in my YouTube. Definitely not related at all to your question right there for legal reasons. Does Watkins have a knock? Ollie Watkins, no, I think he's just rested. Which is why we're seeing a lot of other players rested. Still no rest for Morgan Rogers, which I find really weird. Is he going to pass out at some point? I don't know what, honestly, I don't know what we're doing there, really. The poor guy is just constantly playing over and over again. I don't really get it. It is James Bree. It is James Bree, former Villa fullback. Yeah. Reckon we'll get mad goals today because of the win. I mean, the win could cause issues for both teams, in fairness. You don't battle these, I'll be shocked. Back to normal setup. What a W. Yeah, I made a mistake last time. Sorry. You have to click every time I go live on TikTok and YouTube. I have to click the dual output. I didn't click the button last time. It's too late. As soon as I press live, I can't make changes. Yes. So worst team I've seen this season against Chelsea. They still scored, in fairness, but they are bad. And I do expect Villa to win, but we shall see. Right then. Just bear with me as I try and get the game up. The weather is terrible. I'm surprised the game's gone on, to be honest. I really thought the game would get called off. We saw some others get called off. I thought Villa would be one of those. Guys, don't forget to double tap the screen. Like I said, I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. AJSTV. Please do not forget the name. And yeah, if you haven't followed a Villa account before, you can choose to follow me. How nice would that be? The Villa fan says Konza right back. Nah, come on. Konza's not bad right back. Right back in this system is like another centre back, because Maatsen will be so aggressive. We play a back three in possession. Don't worry about that. It does mean we're very light on Konza's side. Bailey will have to do a lot of work. Hello from a Saints fan. Saints 2-1. I mean, you got to be positive. You got to win games to stay up in the Premier League. So fair enough, mate. And I captained Watkins this morning and bought Digne in. It's probably the best time to play Villa. I would have said the best time to play Villa was before Brentford. Now we got the win, maybe we're a bit more confident, but that's just my opinion. All right, if any of you guys know a very good place to watch the games on, do let me know. Because I usually use Twitter. Twitter's not a bad place, but they do get taken down more frequently. That's the only issue for me. Please do not spam. I also do not have an answer for that right now. There are some places I usually go to, and I'm going to see if any of them are working. A lot, unfortunately, do get taken down. So we shall see. That covers the... What game is that covered? Okay, well, that's an old... That was covering Crystal Palace Man City. So I've already found one, but for the wrong game. I found not the game I'm looking for. But if people wanted to watch Palace against Man City, I know where to go. What else is on here? I mean, they're saying they've got Villa Southampton, but I don't see it. Again, it's another Palace stream that I see on Twitter. It's because it's Man City, obviously. Yeah, it used to work, Lucas, but it hasn't recently. Bo says, AJ, Man U have had 3 managers since we kept a Premier League clean sheet. I know. Don't word it like that. And Barrett says, I captained Watkins this morning, bought Digne in. Oh, that's rough. That's a double whammy. That is a double whammy. Weird lineups, Austin. I mean, it's a rested lineup. I expected some changes. Probably not as many. And I thought Rodgers actually would have been... I thought it was going to be Duran in, and I thought maybe McGinn would play behind Duran. So I thought it was going to be a double rest up front, but no, only the one, and not even the one I thought. Got Rodgers in FPL. Well, for the FPL fans, you're loving it. You are loving it. I'm just stunned, absolutely stunned that he's playing. I've not found a stream. I'm really struggling to find a stream. It's 1-0 Palace. Huh? Palace have scored. I've just seen the goal. Oh, is it going to be disallowed? Palace 1, Man City 0. I've literally, as I've been looking for the Villa game, I've just stumbled across the Crystal Palace goal. That's unbelievable. How have I even done that? That's so funny. I'm literally just scrolling on Twitter and I've just seen the Palace goal. It's probably going to get disallowed. I'm seeing a fat VAR sign. So, well, I'd say probably it might. We'll see. I still haven't been able to find the Villa game, but like I said, if you guys have a nice stream for me, do let me know. You've got a good website that I shall not promote at all to certain people. Let's go watch around the ground, see what's going on as I'm looking for this. Earlier today, we've had some games in the Championship. Leeds 2, Derby 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Preston 1, Sunderland 2, Stoke 1. Loads of postponed games, including the Everton-Liverpool game. And the goal has stood. It is Palace 1, Manchester City 0. Yeah, I've been trying Twitter as well. I keep just stumbling across several versions of Palace Man City. I shot Charlie. Bear with me. Usually Twitter's not bad. Usually. We'll see. Apparently that went. Oh, they have a new domain. Never mind. Apparently they have a new domain. Well, we'll see. Because some people on Reddit were like, it's gone. But other people are saying it isn't. And we shall see. Hang on. VAR check. That's... Oh, maybe we might be onto something. Might be onto something. Although they're doing a lot of the US games. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm having trouble finding something. Alright, you're a geezer. Whoever wrote that, it was... yeah, he's got... that got removed. I've just seen... Yeah, PLTV on Twitter. I'll try that. My friend. And if that's true, I shall put it in the comments. PLTV. I love how we all work together. It's a I love it. This community is great. Oh, I'm not unfortunately finding it. He's got TV's different. Oh, is it actually different? Okay. I see you. We're getting viruses, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! I can't actually find. I'm going over by what some chat are saying on Twitter, but I'm struggling to find it, unfortunately. Hey, doing Bloody Demon? Yeah, I saw that some kid from Australia flew to the Everton game for it to be postponed. Oh man, it's rough out here. It is rough out here. Cheers. Like, we all work together. We just had a message from Tyler, mate. We're working together to find the best place. Don't worry, sunshine. Alright, Villa Southampton. I'm desperately trying. Everything that promotes Villa Southampton or has Villa Southampton in the name on Twitter is just showing Palace City for some reason. There's even a page that has a Villa badge as its profile that has Villa Southampton everywhere plastered, but is only showing the City game, which is really confusing me. To be quite honest, not entirely sure what that's all about. You gotta be careful. That's why I don't promote. I always say try and be careful. FCTV is usually a decent one for games, but again, it's once again the same issue of it's just Manchester City, Crystal Palace, which I think we're going to just stumble into that problem all afternoon. Right. Yeah. So like I was saying, like, I don't promote nor condone, but I provide opportunities for those who are looking for said opportunities. They don't like my ad blocker, really. I've gone onto the TV one, and they are against my ad blocker. I use an ad blocker on for YouTube and stuff. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that. Right. So it is 1-0 to Brentford against Newcastle. In fact, the Villa game's the only game without a goal with 10 minutes in. Worst case, we have to use audio for commentary. I mean, sometimes I do that for like TalkSport and stuff. All right, this I'm not too sure about this website. You know, I ain't too sure. I don't know. I would not promote this. Yeah, I'm getting back off that one. That is just heavy vibes of scam. Heavy. You have to be so careful, you know. It's scary times. Try to remove it with VPNs, 20 quid a month. I see. Even if this works, I'm not promoting it because it's just. I feel like someone will get a virus from this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try another one instead. Total Sports Set don't work really. I'll give it a go, but it never seems to work for me. What I should do realistically is pay a little bit of money for a VPN one, but again, it's like it's very wasted because I actually do have TNT Sport, Amazon, and Sky, so I've paid already loads of money for football. So I feel like I shouldn't have to pay even more. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. Right, so I'm on a lot of these websites are just like website promoters. It's like the middleman. So like they just host like loads of links and they say, oh yeah, just go here. And the first one takes me to Stream East, which I think I was recommended earlier. So we'll see if this works. Does have a chat, not very English. Doesn't want to load the game and is promoting some sus things every time I click the play button. So it's it's not been the best start to link number 1 here. Oh my life. Let me press the play button. Thank you. Oh, it does show the game. Does show the game, so I do have it. And someone mentioned Stream East earlier. I used Total Sports and it was link 1. So there you go. I do not promote it. I don't know how to say this in a non. There is. I'm just saying what a website. There's a website called Total Sports and link 1. That's all I'm saying. Don't have to listen to me at all. To be fair, this website can be shit as well. I will say that too. And we are how many? It is 2 minutes behind. So it's not perfect, but it's better than absolutely anything. The ads though are kind of crazy. If you click anywhere on the screen, it does give you a pop-up, which I don't like those ones because I want to go into full screen. It's not allowing me. But it does work. Link 1 does work. It does work. So I can't complain. Well, I can complain, but it does. At least it does work. And we are 12 minutes into the game. It's Aston Villa 0, Southampton 0. Just had a shot. I was just seeing a shot deflected by Morgan Rogers. I'm reading both. I got both chats reading Barrier. I'm not like one of those that'll be like, I'm only reading YouTube chat or I'm only reading. I try and read both, but it's very difficult when I've got the days where I get a lot of viewers. It's quite hard to keep up with both, but I do try. I do need to get. I should get a fire stick really. At least it covers me for like these kind of situations. My prediction for today, I didn't even get a chance to give it actually. I would have said 3-0 Villa, and I hope it will be a heavy scoreline for Aston Villa. Just seen a cross from McGinn get caught by Lumley. Southampton win easily. Okay. Who has been huffing paint? You can say Southampton win, right? But Southampton win easily. Okay. Sure, big man. We're going to forget midweek happened, huh? A very telling midweek of a very emphatic Villa win and a very emphatic Southampton defeat at home. Russell Martin masterclass. I don't even think Southampton fans like Russell Martin. I've seen a lot of them already go against him. Oh my life! Please let me press the damn play button, man. I'm being a tad greedy now. I'm just going for like slightly better latency. I'm like 2 minutes behind. I do indeed, Jack. I've got what do you call it? I've got vlogs. I've vlogged some games for Aston Villa, so you should go and support. Go have a look. So right now, according to Flash Score, we are in minute 16:22, and the stream is 14:13. It's about 2 minutes. I'll just stick to this one. I don't think I'm going to get better than 2 minutes behind them, mate. So I'll just stick to this one. And what a ball that is. Rodgers to Duran. Oh, Lumley does very well, by the way. Closes down John Duran. What technically it would have been one-on-one there. Very good goalkeeping for Southampton to stop John Duran. Oh, I'm noticing as well a lot of empty seats at the Villa. I noticed it midweek against Brentford, and I'm noticing it today as well. Which is surprising. Good goal. Oh yeah, definitely good goalkeeping. I'm just not allowed to go into full screen on this for some reason, so that's just unfortunate. I have audio. I just realised. Shit. I bet you guys heard that. That could actually get. I'm gonna hear what it's like because I've just had to silence it. All right, let's hope that doesn't bite me in the ass. I didn't realise the audio was playing because I'm not even allowed that. Ball to Archer, well read actually by Carlos. Watch this live. Do you reckon I'll get score spoilers? You're on 15:30. Yeah, you're on the same time as me. I mean, you'll get score spoilers from apps and stuff, and probably the chat. Chats for Southampton. Archer. Oh, good block that is from Ezri Konza. I mean, that's a huge chance for Southampton, really, like a 3-on-3. This still have it here. Cross is deflected, and eventually Villa can get it clear. But that, I tell you what, that's really dangerous play. You're on 18 minutes. You what? How? Oh, you definitely will get spoilers. Oh wait, you watch it on a VPN, don't you? You don't have to worry about English issues. What I would do to, yeah, to have a nice little VPN. I should just invest, just so I don't have to worry. It is Brentford 1, Newcastle 1. Equaliser for the Geordies. And all I'm going to say is my PC's been very slow right now, which is not a good sign. Oh, my life. My stream thing is froze, and my Villa stream is froze, and okay, there we go. Holy hell, man. That was a good, like, 10-second delay. All I want to do is see who scored on Flash Score, and my PC is, like, dying. I'm going on my phone for this. This is not good. Still 1-0 Palace against City. Right, I'm going to close some windows. I've just closed the game, ain't I? For fuck's sake. I've accidentally clicked the wrong button. Woo. Yeah, I was having a tad bit of stream issues there. I just got to get the thing back on now. Great. God damn it. Oh, the Saints. Wow. You are shameless. Shame. I'll tell you what, football derbies make people so shameless. It's quite funny. I'd probably do the same, but my God, there's zero shame. I still remember the worst Villa had ever been, and probably will ever be in my lifetime. When we finished bottom of the league, 2016, it was terrible. We still beat Birmingham City that year. Yeah. In the worst season ever, we still beat them. Okay. Alright, boom. Should be back on now. So, don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's still 0-0, you Mel. I've literally had... Why has Tottenham Tell decided to be a weirdo? I literally have the score. I believed him. Never read someone called Tottenham. That's my own fault for believing someone read Tottenham. My own fault. And Birmingham are playing right now. And where are you? I love that. Blues are playing away. He's not even watching his club. He's a Birmingham City fan. They're playing away. And he's in my chat giving me abuse. His own team's playing. Sorry, people are weird on these platforms, man. Best Villa TikTok. Thank you, man. I'm just gonna deal with this the 2-minute delay and just cry about it, I guess. Oh, it's Munoz has scored for Palace and Umbuemo and Isak. Oh, Isak's firing now. He's definitely firing now. All right, to avoid as many spoilers as I can, I'm going to take a screenshot of the lineup so I don't get automatic updates. My friend, you playing League One? I don't need to say anything else. You playing League One? Nothing else needs to be said. Right, so lineup on phone. Boom. It's Torres for Villa. Good ball forward into Bailey. Again, he's going to be very isolated because we got Konza's not going to go forward a lot. So that's going to be the issue today. And my stream pauses. And I'm guessing we've scored based off the reaction of Flapcat. Tielemans. We've had 3 touches in their box and they've had 10. Dear Lord. Rogers for Villa down the left now. He's got Maatsen alongside. Ignores him completely by the corner flag. What? He's trying to get a corner there. Goes out for a goal kick. Very bizarre. He's like he was holding it off. Lumley. Oh, he's giving it away. Duran saved. McGinn. Shots deflected. Lumley catches. Well, Southampton put themselves in trouble there. I don't know what they're doing. Lumley very similarly gave the ball away against Chelsea. And Chelsea got a goal. What are they doing? What is he doing? Duran probably should have scored that. And then a very good bit of defending to stop a Aston Villa goal. Here's John McGinn with the shot. Good block, actually, by Walker-Peters. I don't know what they're doing. Genuinely, no idea what they're doing. Yeah, I'm guessing we have scored. I'm just delayed because I'm watching a live stream. But the chat is saying 1-0 Villa. We'll probably see how it... I'm still watching this very delayed stream, apparently. John Duran chasing down the ball with a tackle. And Duran... Is this it? John Duran! What a goal that is. 1-on-1. And he finesses the ball around Lumley. He's gone off his line. And it's a very smart finish. Again, it's Southampton's downfall. It's just a defensive mistake again. John Duran tackling a defender and scoring a goal. How many times this season, how many times have we seen Southampton concede a goal because of their own, their own mistakes, their own downfall? They are the reason why they are where they are on the table. They cannot blame anyone else. How are you in a position where Duran is tackling you and then scoring within seconds? Captain Chaos makes it 1-0 to Aston Villa. What a goal. Great finish. Lumsley does enough, I think. At least, not quite enough, I should say, but he tries. He gets, off his line. He forces Duran to go a bit early. I think it's the best option he had. It's still a great finish from John Duran, just to bend it round him. He had Bailey with him. He could have laid off Bailey maybe, but he's probably never going to do that, is he? Chat, is Watkins going to play? I mean, he might come on in the last 30 minutes in the game, but yeah. Rodgers, pokes the ball towards Duran. Good tackle in there. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa, and John Duran is the goal scorer. Good finish too. Very good. And you know what? It's mad to say this, but I think Southampton have been the better team from what I've seen. They've had the ball in our box a lot, and it wasn't that long ago. Konza made a great block to deny. I think it was Armstrong potentially for Southampton. So they've had chances in this game already, but when you're down the bottom, you don't get a lot of luck. It feels sometimes. I mean, Villa, when we were down there ourselves, I felt the very same. What do we score when I yeah, I've been there. But yeah, 25 gone. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0. Good old Duran, a proper striker. Well, it does ask the question: does Ollie Watkins score that goal? And this is going to sound really harsh, and I'm not being funny or toxic in any way. I'm just stating the fact I don't think Ollie scores that goal. I don't think Ollie tackles the defender. One-on-one, Ollie's not been great this season. I think he tries to take the ball round Lumley. I think that's his idea, I think. Rather than finish early, I think he tries to take the ball round him. Where Duran, I think, is a bit more confident and is willing to shoot. I got a Bogard fan in my comments. That's a new one. I've never seen a Bogard fan before. I think you get fined as a player if you're even on your phone remotely during a game. Never mind on a random ass stream. If you get a goal spoiler, yeah, exactly. Don't put spoilers in. Don't put spoilers in. I would appreciate no spoilers. It doesn't help when my stream's 2 minutes behind, which is driving me insane, but yeah. It's funny, you get people like Mark Goldbridge, right, who will have a VPN. He has to for all the games he watches with Man United. He will never state what it is. He will never state what it is, but he definitely has one. And I wish someone in his chat got him to say. Hello, I'm new to the channel. I would like and sub. Just came back from the Vale. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. And yeah, I have a lot of followers and subscribers across all platforms from all different teams. So I appreciate you. You did lose to Warsaw. But I still hope you enjoyed that game, even though the weather's quite dismal and all that. But hope you lot play well. Hope you lot have a good season. Barry's talking to you about spoilers, not the other commentators. He's asking you to ignore spoilers and not pass them on. Ah, I see. Well, fair enough. I mean, if someone says it in one of the chat, I mean, we did have on this YouTube chat someone celebrate the goal, so you can kind of piece that together. And then on TikTok, I just had a million spoilers. So I suppose you could blame me for that, but in both chats there were spoilers. And that is the stance I will take. But I'll try not to, even if I see it. But it's hard to, because you could probably tell, my reaction, I don't want to be fake, so I don't know. I could probably say after, I knew the goal was coming. And I'm not spoiling it for other people. But you can probably tell my reaction is not real. Based on that. And I don't want to be fake. I hate the idea of being fake. It drives me insane. I see people being fake all the time. I'm not gonna say names, right? but you know who they are. There are a lot of fake people on TikTok that would say things for views, right? And it can be entertaining sometimes. Sometimes. But I'm not like that. It drives me fucking insane sometimes. Like, again, I'm not saying names, but you know the kinds of people who are like, I'm upset we won. And you know, what an embarrassing win. You know, that kind of like, how can it be an embarrassing win? How can you win embarrassingly? If you're playing a team in the Premier League, how can you have an embarrassing win? Stuff like that just drives me insane. It's like, you know, it's like people build their whole platforms based on, you know, people laughing at them as they get mad watching football. So even when they win, they still try and find a way so they can still pretend they're upset about football. Opinion on your opinion only, Watkins or Duran? I mean, I think it's a game-by-game basis. I think there are some games where Ollie will hold the ball up quite well and press, and there are some games where you just need Duran's raw finishing, and I think maybe games like this, Duran is better for. Although I think Emery's made the decision because of fitness, but I think this kind of game suits Duran more. I think Ollie suits the more difficult games, you know, like your Arsenal's at home, your Liverpool's at home. That's my take. Rodgers with a cross across goal. I'd say that 3 times fast. A cross across goal. We have a bot on stream. I'll try and sort that out. Hang on. I hate this shit every time. Why does this happen? Why are there so many bots on this platform? That's another question, right? Why are there so many? And why do they plague me? Leave my account fucking alone. I ban and block so many. If you could see my block list, it's into the hundreds, man. And it's all bots like this. They do the same shit over and over again. It drives me insane. They literally do not leave my streams alone. You Captain Watkins, what's your mistake? Can you play me up? I want to play up front, please. Bogard, you shit. I'll tell you what. It is content. When people make accounts like that, it is quite funny. I'll give them that. You got Watkins and FPL's not even playing. I mean, when it's a double game week and we have 2 very good strikers, you can't be too surprised, I think. I've I've just haven't read some comments on YouTube, and I apologise. Watkins a workhorse was too many efforts before he scores. I agree with that. And cheers up further. I'm just listening and watching the screen. Fair enough, Austin. I have a lot of people do that. They use me as like a radio. It's fascinating. I've had someone say before, they DM me and say, I've been watching your lives for like 6 months. I've never said a word, but I always put you in the car. And it's so funny to me. Like, there's probably loads of stories like that I'll never know of. That people just like stick me on as they do something in the background, or like if they're doing some office work, or if they're like cleaning their house but they want to listen to the game, they put me on. I'm just like HSTV radio to some people. I love it. How you doing, Addy? Evan Brown says 2-2 Newcastle. What a game. What a game. This Bogard guy, man. I can't believe there's someone out there who made a Bogard account. That's so funny. I wonder what he thinks of that, if he ever saw it. But yeah, I can't even speak. Wow, my Wi-Fi wasn't working. The only thing I saw was Duran celebrating. I couldn't see the replay either. Life's a joke. I'll describe it in the best way. Duran presses their defender, wins the ball with a tackle, goes through one-on-one. Lumley comes off his line, I think quite well actually, to close down the space, to close the gap, but Duran just about beats him to it, bends the ball round him down the middle of the goal, and then runs off to celebrate a 1-0 lead. I'm watching it on... I'll reword it. The answer to your question is a website called Total Sports Tech Link 1. That's the best way I can say it. Or maybe not. I could be lying, you know? Could be lying. Who knows? What's your opinion on City's bad form? Funny, but at the same time, Villa also shit the bed. So there's only so much I can like. They were a good distraction from how bad Villa were for about 7-8 weeks. So that was nice. But it is funny. The same day Villa and City dip in form, it was also the same day that Villa and City got back to form. Maatsen cross to Duran, who toe pokes the ball just wide, and it will be a goal kick to Southampton. Good crossing from Maatsen, early ball, which is what I thought would happen today. Maatsen very aggressive down the left, basically playing like a winger. Good cross, unlucky. Good ball from Rodgers' initial ball into Maatsen. He made like a very inverted run there. And it's a deflected shot, so it's a corner to Aston Villa. Played short. Tielemans, right-footed, low ball, hacked away another corner to Aston Villa. What's my prediction? I said 3-0, did I say, to Villa? Start today. I think I really want a clean sheet. We haven't had a Premier League clean sheet at home since Manchester United under Ten Hag. Since then, Ten Hag has been sacked. They've replaced him temporarily with Ruud van Nistelrooy, and now they've got a new manager in. So 3 different people have been in charge at Man United since we got a clean sheet. Piss off, you bots. Go away. Why does this happen, man? For God's sake, go away. Block and mute. Piss off. I'm sick to death, man. Bot epidemic. Oh, my life. I need mods, man. Anyone wants to be a mod, just DM me. Sort it out for a future time. Sick to fucking death, man. It's all you have to deal with. People are fine on this channel. I don't really get dickheads, right? Very rarely I'll get a dickhead. I don't even mind like some of them. If you want to say something harsh, but at least you're funny, I like let it pass sometimes. I let it slide. I don't really face many like just utter dickheads. So the only job you'd get literally is just muting and banning bots. If anyone wants to do that, let me know. Fucking hell. Morgan Rogers for Aston Villa. Guys, don't forget, please do double tap the screen. I'd appreciate any support on this channel. And I'm live on both YouTube and Discord. YouTube and TikTok. AJS TV. We're pushing towards 4K subs on YouTube. If you help me get towards that, that'd be nice. And at TikTok, I think we're heading towards 7K now, so doing decent. Can't have a clean sheet with Carlos playing, says Austin. I mean, yeah, he's not great. He's not great. I don't like to get on the back of some Villa players, but I do think Diego Carlos does lack some brain cells sometimes. I'm literally reading, mate. I'm reading your comment. It says AJ doesn't care about YouTube. I've literally just read it as that comes through. I have a lot of chats to go through. I apologise if I struggle to read them both. And Dean says, yo, dude, really enjoy your live streams. What's your view on our transfer window? Players to sell and buy. I think we made some weird decisions. Obviously, PSR had a huge role to play in the window we just had. I like Maatsen. I just don't understand why we've spent so much money on a player who doesn't start every week. I think that's a very fair and valid question to make. Because Digne has been very good. And I feel like our right-hand side is a weakness, to be honest. I think Bogarde, Nedeljkovic, Cash all have issues. It sounds like I'm being harsh, but I don't think any of them are good enough for top 4. So I would have invested that money in a fullback. I would have bought... I bought a fullback for that money, a right back anyway, not a left back. And yeah, like Gertruda, I don't really understand why we didn't sign Gertruda. He probably would have been cheaper than Maatsen. But good question, Dean. I opened the transfer window in the January one. I hope we invest in we won't. It's all like hopeful for me, but I would love for us to go and get a winger, because right now we have Bailey and that's kind of it. We got McGinn playing on the left sometimes. We got Rodgers playing on the left. Neither of those are wide players. We just kind of shoehorn them in. Meanwhile, we have Illing Jr. out on loan when he could have been quite useful. Cross for Southampton. cleared by Torres. A very poor ball as well. It's a very hit and hope ball for Southampton that, you know, stays on the floor, doesn't beat the first man. Like, a very, very poor cross. With 5 minutes to go to half time. I'm watching on. Well, the answer to your question is a certain website with link 1. If you know, you know. But please do not spam the chat. You will get muted. I will treat you like the bots that appear on this channel as well. My stream's gone. Can't wait the match. RIP, bro. Try and reload it, or try and use like some others out there. I mean, link 1, link 2 both work. I'm sure link 3 might. You know, the only thing that drives me insane is just how delayed it is. It's a heavy delay. It's over 2 minutes. So like, someone will spoil it in chat, and then I have to wait 2 minutes to see how it happened. And I'm like, between those two, Villa had 2 chances. I'm like, all right, did we score this one? All right, no, we didn't. All right, did we score this one? No, we didn't. I'm like, how? 2 minutes is a long time in football. I'm gonna try Twitter again. I don't even know if I can pin a comment. Oh, Villa on a 4-on-3 here. Leon Bailey on the right, inside the box. Left-footed early cross. Again, it's a bit wasteful. I feel like those situations just take your time. Bailey rushed that. And it was a really poor cross in the end. We had 3 players in the box. I'm not really close to finding any of them. Very rushed. And you can really tell why these are bottom of the league, because that was awful from Archer. And a sarcastic cheer and applause from the Villa fans as that pass goes nowhere near its target. Dear, dear, dear. I'm still not giving up watching on Twitter. Twitter's the best place for it, usually. If you can find somewhere that's, you know... You find a channel that is consistent. Apparently Southampton fans are singing "How shit must you be?" It's only 1-0. Dear. It's John McGinn for Aston Villa on the right. Good ball into the middle as well. Rodgers overlap. Goes alone. Good block. Still, Maatsen has a shot. Still deflects it to a Villa player. McGinn cross over here. And still Southampton don't clear it. It's been terrible cross after... And Rodgers slips over. Okay, that was terrible. That was so bad. Dismal cross after dismal cross. Southampton don't get the ball somehow. And it ends up with Rodgers slipping on the deck. And we have another bot. Go away. Where do they keep coming from, man? Oh, it's driving me insane. I don't know why I'm trying it, but I'm still trying to look for a stream on Twitter. I should give up by now, but I'm far too stubborn. God damn it. I'll probably look after half time now, because we've got to... Well, it's... No, my luck, it's already bloody half time. I got to... Yeah, so I'm literally... I'm 2 minutes and... 15 seconds behind. Marlon says, how Villa still 1-0. Southampton we have been quite shy at this game. In fairness. You can tell these are bottom because I think it's been quite a flat Villa performance and we're still winning. That's when you know a team is bad. Maatsen long-term players, 22 on a long contract. Fair enough, but again, we could have used that money now for someone else. I agree. Probably will eventually be a good sign. I just feel like I don't know. We could have made that decision at another time, or maybe you could argue we wouldn't have got another time to get Maatsen. That could have been another shout. D said we need Ramsey and Buendia to get fully fit. Southampton aren't trash, bro. They nearly beat us. Liverpool were dismal that day. In fairness, mate, and I think any half decent team would have beat you. All your goals were self-inflicted Southampton mistakes. Liverpool were shocking. I thought Liverpool were quite poor against Newcastle as well. Maybe the bubble bursts was starting to burst a little bit over there. Because not only Newcastle were kind of robbed in that game. I mean, Newcastle should have had a penalty. Van Dijk can just like smash into people and get nothing against him. I don't really understand that. I don't really get how he's just allowed to like run into players and like smash their mouth. Bear in mind, the ball was nowhere near Gordon as he got himself up, so there was no need for Van Dijk to even go over there. And then he just purposely rams his shoulder into his mouth. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. Chelsea destroys Southampton 5-1. Could have been 14-1 at Chelsea. They've had a good season, Chelsea, in fairness. Still no clean sheet against them is quite wild. I can't lie. I think Chelsea's downfall, I think their keeper's shite. I think Sanchez is terrible. So I don't think Chelsea could ever even come close to winning the league when you've got Sanchez in goal. It's just, I just say it as it is, We have no squad depth, and on top of that, Real Madrid, City, Newcastle. I mean, it's tough games in a row. He did well against City and Real Madrid. I just didn't think he did well against Newcastle. But it is hard to be good in all three. It's just you pick probably the easiest one to be the worst in, which is kind of funny to me. My stream has gone down right before half time. Half time anyway. I've just seen elsewhere on my Flash Score app. It is Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0. I'll take my heads off for a little bit. It's not been bad. How do I have cope here? It's not been bad, but it's not been good. It has been meh. It's been Villa are kind of ass, but we've not been as ass as them. That's the way I'm going to put it. Also, I forgot to put stats on screen on YouTube. I'm sorry for my YouTube viewers. You should just tell me, like, you're basically my boss. Just be like, oi, where you said stats will appear shortly. I just realised I didn't put them on. Be like, where are the stats at? There we go. We're going to look at now. Expected goals, 1.09 for Aston Villa to Southampton's 0.29. We've got 48%. They have more of the ball than us, which is mental. 48% of the ball to Villa, 52% Southampton. 6 shots to their 3. They've yet to hit the target, with Villa getting 2 on target. Obviously, one of them being the goal. And the big chance as well has gone down as, well, it was a big chance. It was John Duran going 1-on-1. 5 corners to their none. It's not been terrible, but I feel like Villa could have done a tad bit more. I don't know. I feel like if we played like any team outside the bottom 3, we might have struggled today. It's just been a bit sloppy, and like passes and crosses have been quite poor. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh because, we've not been very good recently, but you'd expect this kind of game to get goal difference back in, and we haven't done that. So, I'm just being as real as I can be. I expected a little bit more. We've still got a long way to go in this game, and it could get quite emphatic towards the end of this game. We could start scoring a lot of goals, but I've not been too impressed with what I've seen. Let me know what you guys think, though. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. If you think I'm chatting out my ass, whatever. But I think it's been quite just flat, really. I had a question. Why isn't Watkins starting? He's not starting because he's been rested. He played midweek. He's played a lot of games recently. So him and a lot of players have been rested, including like Tyrone Mings, come back from injury recently. Yeah. It's just that simple. I thought Rodgers would have been rested, but he hasn't been. Duran this season. Wait, I've probably missed a comment there because that doesn't really make sense. He's faster, stronger, younger, and can score simple chances. Watkins has proven this season. I think Watkins has started a decent season. It's just not been. He's set the standards so high. It's very hard for Ollie Watkins to keep going at that high standard. In fairness, 3.5 score brace. Would I rather sell Watkins or Duran? It's a tough question, right? Because I would rather not sell any. Because I think both are very important and pivotal. If you were to ask me that, because Duran is younger and Ollie probably has the stocks the highest it's ever been, you could probably sell Ollie Watkins for over 100 million. Play Duran and then invest that elsewhere in the team. It's a decision I wouldn't make. You're literally forcing me to make it because I wouldn't want to sell either of them. But if you gave me a choice, you would probably sell the slightly older and well-respected Ollie Watkins for an up-and-coming young striker in Duran, who I still think could fly to the moon. He would be. In a very inflated market, you can guarantee it. How much did Liverpool pay for Darwin Núñez? That would be my answer to that. My question to you laughing, basically. How much did Manchester United pay for Anthony? How much did they pay for Harry Maguire? How much did Manchester City pay for Jack Grealish? Those are my questions, and that's when you're gonna sound like a fool. Núñez is very young. Núñez is also shit, and was not Premier League proven. Ollie Watkins is Premier League proven. Scores lots of goals. Scored 19 Premier League goals last season without penalties, including penalties. Could have been a lot closer to Golden Boot. You never know. Or at least would have been second behind Erling Haaland. Obviously, it would have had to have taken a lot of penalties for that. Okay, Jack, you are chatting shite. Harry Maguire sold for 80 million. And that was how many years ago? And there's been, since COVID, a massive inflation in English football, especially for English players. So you're either an idiot or you're just trying to bait me. What you'd pay, then you're an idiot. He scores lots of goals. It's hard to have guaranteed goals in the Premier League. It's one of the hardest things to pay for. That's why Alexander Isak will go for, again, the same amount. Probably even more. You talk probably 110, 120. And you say he's nearly 30. It's not Football Manager, my friend. That's still a good 5 years, 6 years, 7 years in the Premier League at a good level. It's such a weird thing for me. It's like, just because a player's 30, that means he's finished. It's not Football Manager, mate. It's not Football Manager. Ashley Young is how old? And he scored an absolute screamer of a free kick for Everton midweek. Still playing. Banging in free kicks at his age. I thought he'd be long retired by then, but he's still cooking. He's not dreadful. Come on, man. You just have an agenda. You cannot be a dreadful player and have that in your locker still. You cannot score a goal like that and be a dreadful player. I'm sorry. Against a Prem, no way. At his age, against a Prem keeper, no chance. What's your views on Spurs fans going at Ange after Bournemouth? I think their anger is misdirected. I think they should be targeting Daniel Levy. Because he is the reason for their shit, basically. They've had Jose, they've had Conte, they've had so many good managers, high profile, who've gone to Spurs and done shit. And you can't tell me that all those managers are the problem, but not Daniel Levy. You can't tell me. Their owner's the issue. If you speak to a lot of Spurs fans, they'll tell you the same. And if you disagree with me on that, Jack, then I know you're trolling. Because, you can't tell me Tottenham's issues are management related. Or at least you can't say that they are majority manager related. With the managers they've had, the players they've had, it all goes down to their owner. 100%. 100%. I like Ange Postecoglou myself. I think he's a good manager. I think that club, it sets managers up for failure. They don't get the resources they need. The players they have down tools constantly. Maybe that's just maybe that's just a Spursy. People say like a Spursy thing, right? It's like intertwined with them now to be Spurs. It's so weird. They've never been a brilliant club. This is their level. They're still considered a big six, right? Which I also don't get that as well. What have Tottenham done, in all honesty, other than a big fan base, right? And Spurs do have a big fan base. Other than that, what have they done to deserve to be called a big six club? Because if you take away Community Shields, which I don't even class them as trophies anyway, they have less trophies than Villa. So what do Spurs, what have they done to be considered a big six team? You say, they won a League Cup in 2008. Swansea won one in 2013. And my rivals won one in 2010. And they're in League One and shit. So you can't say a League Cup, right? An Audi Cup. Like, it drives me insane. Big Six shouldn't exist. I'm with you on that. It's weird. It's weird. Rogers 6.6 rating against bottom of the league. He should never do Cole Palmer celebration again. Well, it wasn't Palmer's, was it? He sold it. Peter Crouch had some dismal times at Burnley, and he often a good striker, but had some poor seasons. Does that mean he can't do the robot anymore? Just because someone has a bad game or a bad season. Rogers has been very good this season. Scored an absolute screamer. Last time out against Brentford, and he's been played every single game. He's not been rested. It drives me insane how he just refuses to get rested. Unai just not. He doesn't let him sit. He should have one game out at the very least. I don't get it. I know we're not playing well today. I know for a fact we're not playing well today. We've been very shit, but we're allowed to be because they're so bad. They're so bad. You robbed us 16-odd mil. No. I said this at the time. I said even worst case scenario, Rodgers has a bad time at Villa. It's 16 million. Like, it's worth a punt at that point. Like, and he's more than paid for it so far at Villa. He's such a top player. There were some Middlesbrough fans who were saying even at 16 million that Villa were robbed, and I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's definitely worth a punt for that much. For a player as good as he is. Obviously, we didn't quite know that at the time, but it's always worth a gamble, I think, for a player like that. Duran's goal was mid. Genuinely, who cares? I saw Cole Palmer score a tap-in against Southampton, do his little shiver. Do you think he cares at all if you said to him, it's only a tap-in, it's mid? He won't give a fuck, mate. Scored a goal. I absolutely promise you won't care. And I don't think Duran will either. You don't have to score the Puskas. You don't have to get the Puskas award every time you score a goal, Exactly. It's such a weird thing. Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? As long as a goal is a goal. I don't care. We could score and win the game off an own goal today. Do you think I will give an absolute toss? No chance. No chance. Yeah, okay. I will say the fact we sold Finn Azaz, for such little money drives me insane. Finn Azaz for Plymouth Argyle was absolutely brilliant. And I thought, oh my God, we're going to see that for Villa. We're gonna see this Aston Villa, and we're gonna show the world. Look, we've got a player this caliber. What do we do? Sell him for 2 million. 2 million. Ridiculous. 2 million for a championship player, man. What are we doing? It can't be that desperate. We cannot be that desperate. If we sell Louis Barry at all, I'm gonna be pissed. If we sell Louis Barry for under 10 million, I'll be seething. Honestly, what he's done for Stockport County, he should get, within at least touching distance of Villa's team. That could be the bench. That could be fringing on the first team. I think he deserves some time at Aston Villa for what he's done for Stockport. If we sell him, if Stockport, right, get promoted and we sell him for like 6-7 million, I will be fuming because he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant, but it's something we do every time. We have no respect for the academy, right? I wanted Archer at Villa. Maybe it's Cope, right? I still think Archer is a good player. He needs to be at a good team. He's playing for 2 shit teams now in the Premier League, and then another team that don't play him. I think Archer needs the right opportunity because he's played Sheffield United, arguably the worst Premier League team we've seen since Derby in 07-08, and now Southampton are probably going to compete with Derby's point record. So, he's played for both of them. I still think there's a player in there for Cameron Archer. I will stand by him all the way. I've seen him score decent goals at Villa, and still not get given the opportunity that I believe he should have been given. I do think Louis Barry is similar. A good player, a young player, and I really hope we don't do the same shit to Louis Barry. I really hope not. Southampton squad have already entered the pitch again. Villa have yet to come out. Archer, best striker out at Borough. Exactly. Archer at Borough and Preston was brilliant. At both teams. Both teams on loan. I've seen enough from Archer to know there's a good player in there. I've seen enough from it. But he never was given the chance. Never. I never understood it. We bought Philogene, but I think Philogene's a good player as well. We sold him, bought him back from Hull. But I'm like, well, why give Philogene that treatment, but not Archer? What, we had a buyback clause in Archer's contract. I thought he did okay at Sheffield United. I think any striker would have struggled there. Still scored a decent amount of goals. And I was like, okay, he's finally going to get his chance. He played some preseason games, and then we sold him straight away to Southampton. And I think this time there was no clause in the contract, so it's just a full-on sale. As far as I'm aware, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe once again there's a buyback. I doubt there's another buyback clause. I'm sick to death, man. Didn't Archer manage to score against Arsenal this season? Yeah, and he also scored against us last season for Sheffield United at Villa Park to stop our home run when we went on a ridiculous amount of games and we won at home. It was Archer that stopped it. Oh, massive rant from me, I know, but and here he is taking the kickoff as well for Southampton. Jesus, man. But before we go into the second half, I will say, guys, please do double tap the screen. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. And yeah, let's hope we get over the line in this game, because these are the type of games where a very sneaky equaliser could happen at any point, and we need to seriously switch on. Because I don't think we've been very good in this game. We're going back to old habits. I say old habits, the new habits that I thought we were moving past since the Brentford game. And I am 2 minutes behind, so yeah, try not to provide spoilers. That would be lovely. I know what people like. Also, I didn't realise City got an equaliser against Crystal Palace. I presume that happened before half-time and I didn't see it. Yeah, Erling Haaland scored for Manchester City. I triple captain him, so I'm happy with that. He got an assist as well against Forest. Gets a goal today. I think my triple captain worked fairly well there. Rodgers into Leon Bailey inside the box. Pulls it back. McGinn. Oh, what is he doing, John? John, rather than swivel and shoot, puts his back to goal and hopes for a man to give the ball to no one there. He should have been a bit more selfish there again. He could have, I think he had the space to swivel into and have a shot on goal. I don't really understand that. And another Blues fan. The Blues fans are coming out the woodwork. You guys are playing in a game. You don't have to be on this channel, you know. You are playing a game. You're not even watching a Blues stream or anything like that. You're on a Villa account. So I don't get that. You probably find a Birmingham City account, mate, to follow. Like, you're literally playing. It's something I only clocked recently. I get Blues fans in my account all the time, and I'm like, I'm sure they play at the same time most of the time, and they do, but they're here for some reason. Watch your own team, man. It's the most bizarre shit ever. We're all set in the Premier League, and you are below Wycombe Wanderers and a Ryan Reynolds Wrexham. This is what I mean. They have no shame, right? For anyone who's not a Villa or Blues fan, Birmingham City, right, still try and say they're like biggest club, whatever. They give banter to me. My team's in the Champions League, in the Premier League. We've had a rough season. We're still doing, not actually that bad compared to like how we've been in previous years. We're still like, I think, 7th plus. And a win today would help that as well. Birmingham City, League One, below Wycombe. Wycombe in League One. They play teams like Exeter City in a league game. A league game. There's no shame. They have no shame, I swear. If my team had to play Exeter City in a league game, I would seriously reevaluate what my club is doing. Honestly. If that's when you know you've sunk. You're playing a Devonshire team in a league. That's when you know you're in a bit of trouble. Now, you can say that about the Championship as well, Plymouth Argyle, but for a very long time, Devonshire clubs were shy, and the idea was if you play a Devonshire team in a league game, your club might be finished. They got zero shame. They have zero shame. Bro says loving League One. You play Burton Albion in a league game. A Burton side who've just got beat by a national league team, by the way, has beat 2 of your teams in League One. You should have shame for that as well. A National League team has beat both Huddersfield and Burton this season. 2 teams in your league. That's a National League team has done that. Part-timers, electricians and plumbers have turned up to 2 different League One teams and beaten both. And that's your league. Anyway, here's Maatson for Aston Villa. Oh, poor ball into Duran. He's going to wrestle though and fight, but he doesn't quite win the ball back. 50 minutes gone here. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0. And yeah, we're a bit clueless when we get to the box. Like, this is why you can tell it's not a system issue, it's a player issue. Because the system gets us into those pockets, right? Gets us into those situations where a player is inside the box and we've got options. That's the system. The players then have to be like, okay, what options do I have to pass to? And then they fuck up. So that's when you notice the players. If you're not creating chances or getting at least like getting into the final third, that's when you know it's a system problem. What we had under Gerrard, we wouldn't even get into those places. You can tell it's a player thing when we are literally having like 3-on-3s and still not even coming close to scoring goals. Whereas Watkins, he's being rested because he played midweek and he's played a lot this season. Ow, just hit my finger on my microphone. That really fucking hurt. Need him to score. I need Ollie to be match fit for the next game. He probably will come on though. Bailey cross for Villa, good goalkeeping. He has to anticipate the cross there because Rodgers probably gets the tap in if he doesn't dive out to meet that. Well, I'm currently watching on Total Sport Link 2, so you can do with that what you want. I did not condone nor promote that, but I'm just saying what is happening. It's beyond my reasoning capacity what my club think to appoint Wayne Rooney and Frank Lampard. Both of them keep getting jobs. I don't know how they both get employment. Our next game is Leipzig on Amazon. Yeah, I'll be live for that as well. It is on Tuesday. Aston Villa against RB Leipzig. You can watch it on this stream with me. I'll be doing proper conversation of that game because, like I said, I got Amazon Prime, so it'll be nice. I'll enjoy it, hopefully. And Murad says, "Oh, a spoiler! Duran scored 4 goals. Aren't you funny?" They hired Wayne Rooney. Oh, what are you talking about? The only team hired Wayne Rooney is Birmingham and Plymouth, 2 idiotic teams. And I suppose Derby, but Derby had no idea. And he actually didn't do too bad at Derby. The team that took the biggest punt on him, Derby, probably benefited the most. Plymouth, I have no sympathy for Plymouth. They knew exactly what they were signing up for. And they get tonked every week. So, yeah, zero sympathy for Plymouth Argyle. They signed up for it. How can I honestly have any sympathy for a team that knew exactly what he did to Birmingham and then go and start, I don't get it. I'll have a look at what some Villa fans are saying about this game online. Again, it's probably going to be like, not negative, but, not super, super positive. I think half-time will probably be the best to have a look. Poor game, but conditions are dreadful. I mean, I suppose I should take the conditions into account. Some games have been called off because of it, so it's probably difficult to play proper football in it. The conditions are awful, but Southampton insist on playing a passing game between the centre-backs. This is when to have two up top. That's not a bad idea, actually, because they do like to play out from the back, and already we've scored from their own mistake out from the back. But it does leave you a bit more exposed in the midfield. But I suppose if you're going to choose one game to do that, it would be a game like this. But yeah, a lot of the game's been poor. Conditions are poor. Yeah, same shit. See what their fans are saying. I mean, their fans should be used to this by now. Let's have a look. Halftime at Villa Park. They tweeted 0 shots on target. Sacked in the morning. Can we sack him now? Martin out. We work neither with each other nor with we work neither with each other nor each other. I don't know what he means by that. It seems the humiliating points we've racked up so far are starting to take their toll. Just seen a replay for Southampton. It was a Walker-Peters cross. Good ball as well, but well defended by Ezri Konsa at the back post. That's one advantage of having a centre-back covering a centre-back as a right-back, because it means they're usually a bit taller and a bit more physical. Because a lot of crosses go to that back post, and it's a full-back who's a bit shorter usually and not as strong in the air. I suppose that is one. Well, it's one positive. But yeah, a lot of their fans are just saying sack Russell Martin, which is quite funny. Maatson just never looks good enough for me. It's an interesting comment. I think Matson's a good player. He doesn't get to a Champions League final with Dortmund for being a bad player. McGinn for Villa. Good ball into Bailey. How do we fuck this then? It's a 3-on-3 here. How many times? Oh wait, what's the whistle gone for? Bailey's gone to his knees, yeah? Has he pulled something? What happened here? I'm gonna get my headset back. I think he's hurt himself, yeah. He puts the ball out of play. Why don't you just pass? This is what I don't get from Bailey here, right? He hurts himself, right? Pass the ball, and then go down. He just puts the ball out of play because he's hurt. Why don't you pass and then go down? Oh, here we go. He's gonna have to come off, for fuck's sake. It's just a weird thing for me. You can keep the attack alive. It's a 3-on-3, but as soon as you pass the ball, then go down. And if we lose the ball, well, then the ball's out of play. That's just so bizarre. So I don't know. I hope he feels better anyway, Bailey. And maybe I'm being harsh because he's injured, and maybe he's just I want to get treatment now. But you just pass the ball, man. It is a third goal for Brentford, and Palace retake the lead against Manchester City. Just when you thought Man City are back, It is Crystal Palace 2, Man City 1, and it's caught a vibe. He's scored. It's Lacroix to put Palace 2-1 up. Wow. Unbelievable. He caught a vibe. And City are losing. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, dear. Where are they in the table now? Manchester City. Villa go a point behind City as things stand. Villa go up into 5th. Obviously, we've played a game more than teams like Brighton and Fulham. But as things stand, we do go up to 5th in the Premier League. A point behind City would be crazy. You captained Rodgers, FPL, I'm cooked. I mean, if you captained him last game, he'd be fine. If all these results stay the same, it's unreal. It's very good so far. John Duran is off, and he gets my applause. John Duran's on my mind, and he's Villa's number 9, singing, got the goal. So far, giving Aston Villa all 3 points at Villa Park. And he's been subbed off, I think, fairly early, actually. 57 minutes into the game. And it's Ollie Watkins on. That's a really early sub for Ollie Watkins, but he's on the field for Aston Villa. And we're also, it's going to be Philogene, and I think I saw Ross Barkley and Digne. 4 subs. Is that 4 subs? Yeah, 4 subs for Villa, all in one go. 4 subs. Well, fair enough. So it's Digne for Matson, Watkins for Duran, Barkley, I think, for Tielemans I saw go off there. And what was the other one? I am forgetting one, unfortunately. We don't ever bring Duran on until the 80th minute. Right, it was Philogene for Bailey, Digne for Matson, Barkley, Tielemans, and Watkins for Duran. It is nice in the modern day to see those amount of subs being made, and it also means we have an extra one just in case for like the last 5-10 minutes for an injury or for any other tactical change to make. But still no Watkins sub. Not Watkins sub. Still no Rodgers sub. He's still playing. I find it so strange. Digne for Villa. Ooh, Barkley. What was that? He's just come on. Nearly gives the ball straight to Southampton player to score. Here comes Rodgers at the other end. Morgan Rodgers. Watkins shot deflected wide. Villa corner. Barkley's first touch of the ball nearly gives Southampton a 1-on-1. Tries a back pass, which was terrible. We just about managed to get away with it. And then Villa on the break, the other end with Rodgers and Watkins intertwining. And a good block denies an Aston Villa second goal. We get used to a football season. I think we'll fight for it. I don't know if we'll get it. As long as we take it to like near enough the last day, if we compete for top 4, I'm happy with that. I don't want us to like be out of the race, you know, with like 5-6 games to go. That's my hope anyway. Villa owe us a Premier League title. Remember when you battled the 2-0 lead to City and we lost by 1 point? You better beat both Cheaty and Prime, Stoke Corner, City FC at the Emirates Stadium. Yeah, it's so funny. So like we battled that game against City, which gave them the league, and then last season we beat Arsenal at the Emirates, which gave City the league. So we've done enough favours for Man City over the years. Probably about time we do favours for other teams. We have already lost to Liverpool and Arsenal, so we've done. We've done that at least, and we got City to play in a few weeks, which I would be kind of optimistic for actually, because I think they're shit right now. I thought maybe they'd be back with their result against Forest, but no, they're losing to Palace. Long way to go in that game, but yeah. And Newcastle, I thought Newcastle would be back as well after their result against Liverpool. I thought they'd play well in that game. and then I see them being 3-2 down to Brentford. I'm like, well, what's the point in playing so well against Liverpool if you're going to do that against Brentford, you know? Can you please not spam the chat? You're basically like just a human bot. Corner comes in, Lumley spills it. Philogene scuffs a shot into the ground. You can ask a question, but there's no need to spam. You're no different than the robots I have to ban every stream, mate. I can't lie. I doubt you would have the same opinion. Wait, what was he saying about Dortmund? What was he saying about Dortmund? Oh, stupid competition. Okay. The Club World Cup's alright. Wake up, Villa put me to sleep. Club World Cup's okay. So the South Americans really love it. So, I don't know. It doesn't get respect here at all, to be honest. It gets no respect here. It's just treated as like glorified friendlies half the time. But yeah, the South Americans love it. And so does like, I think there's like a Japanese team that plays in it too, and they love it. So, yeah, I mean, it is dumb. I feel like, so we say the champions of Europe, right? We're kind of different to Americans will say champions of the world, and they only play teams in the US and sometimes Canada. We say champions of Europe, but it's basically the champions of the world because like the best teams play in Europe. We could just say champions of the world because usually every team that wins the Champions League goes on to win the Club World Cup, and that's when they are officially the champions of the world. But the competition kind of has no point to it, but yeah. Blues are level with Barnsley. Barnsley are ass as well. Barnsley are ass. Again, Blues have no shame. They have no shame. Can't even beat Barnsley. I follow someone on TikTok called Callum Fowler, and he talks every week about how shit Barnsley are. So I know how bad they are. Watkins, I mean, Villa get a free kick here. We did lose a ball, but a good foul. Well won by Ollie. Free kick to Aston Villa. I want to see Rogers' goal today, says Harry. And he also says, I'm hoping at least 3-0. And Harry also says, we'll finish top 4 again, hoping again. I'd like that. A top 4 finish would be brilliant for this club, obviously. Like I said, I just want to compete, at the very least. Philogene... Cross low. Oh, well defended. Villa corner again. Well deflected away. Still elsewhere. It is 3-2 to Brentford against Newcastle. 2-1 Palace against City. I think it's coming to a point where we just kind of need the winning goal now. Hull 0, Blackburn 1, Luton 1, Swansea 0, QPR 3, Norwich 0, Portsmouth 2, Bristol City 0, and Millwall 0, Coventry 1. Every game in the Championship has a goal. And in League 1, 4-0 Cambridge is mental against Shrewsbury. Barnsley 1, Birmingham 1. Mansfield 1, Huddersfield 2, Wickham 1, Reading 1. So Wickham need to win that game to put more pressure on Birmingham. And Burton Hill, Wrexham 1. Elsewhere it's all goalless, and I don't really care about the rest of like League 2 and beyond that point. Yeah, Villa Lioness tattoo. That's nice, man. I see a lot of Villa tattoos, like on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Kamara's world class. He's world class at defending. He's not fantastic going forward sometimes. Best mate is a Birmingham fan on Villa, so it's jokes. Mate, it's great. When they were relegated, I was actually in Small Leaf at the time, and it was quite funny. His job is to defend. But his job is also to transition the ball from defence to midfield, and I think that's where his weakness is. But at defending, he's very good. Corner from Digne. Oh, I mean, we keep it alive, but it weren't the best cross. That cross is better. All the way across. Watkins going to get the shot away. Cross comes in. Oh, that's a good ball, but very well defended. That's probably one of the best crosses we've done. It still didn't work. And here comes Southampton on the break. It's like a 3-on-3 here. It's Cameron Archer against his old club. Good block that is. It's Kamara. We've just been speaking about. That's what he does well defensively. Well done, Kamara. Cameron Archer would have loved another goal against Villa, wouldn't he? And it does show that this game is not over. At 1-0, anything can happen. All it took was a Villa corner. And how many times have we had a corner, by the way, and nearly conceded from our very own corner? 20 minutes to go. It is still 1-0 to Aston Villa. Yeah. Game's driving me insane. I think this game's just a chill out for Leipzig. Yeah, it would have been nice to... I mean, we still might not win this game, but it would have been nice to have more of a comfortable scoreline. 3-1 Palace. No, it's not. No, it's not. I've just seen... In fact, it might be an equaliser to Man City. It is. You've gone the wrong way. It's an equaliser for Manchester City at Selhurst Park. Oh, dear. Well, City, never say die attitude. Rico Lewis has scored for Manchester City. Wow. And I have to reload my stream. God damn it. And according to the chat, it's a good finish by Rico Lewis. We've got a live chat on Stream East. You just done a Jeff Stelling special. It's like, is it a goal for the home team, or is it a goal for the away team? And it's Man City. You baited me. So if you ever watch Soccer Saturday, it's always like, oh my god, have Palace take a 3? No, it's not a 3-1 lead. It's 2-2. God damn it, baited. And the stream's now not loading again. I heard commentator going mad, sweaters Palace. I go off for 1 minute, by the way, and the stream just refuses to reload in typical fashion. Harry said he misses Grealish. And Bedworth said Kamara transitions the ball really well. I think his passing's shocking. I think there's several times Kamara has famously given the ball away in very silly situations for Aston Villa. I don't think you'd find many people who agree that Kamara's a good... I'd never say Kamara's a good passer of a ball. No way. Very similar to Marvelous Nakamba. He's like a better version of Nakamba, where Nakamba could defend quite well, but terrible going forward. I think Kamara... He's not terrible going forward, but I don't think it's his strong point, you know? Wish it was 3-1 as a United fan. My stream refuses to let... This is on you, Callum. My stream just does not load. And all it was, I literally clicked off. I click off to see a score. That wasn't even the score I wanted. Go back, stream will start working. For fuck's sake. These live streams are fragile, man. Please just fucking load. Oh my god. I ain't even got that long left in the game. Fucked it, man. It's not loading now. It's great. Well, I'll keep an eye on goals as they come in. It's been a very quiet day in the Championship. If you ignore Portsmouth and QPR, it's been a very dull Championship. And League One, Shrewsbury have scored a consolation goal against Cambridge. It's now 4-1 there. Oh, I'm going to have to click another link now because link 1 has just died. Absolutely died. Link 2, can you save me? Alright, link 2 might save me here. What minute is that? Oh, this is 3 minutes behind. I'm watching that. 3 minutes behind. I literally watched that corner happen before my stream went down. I'm not watching a 3 minute delayed stream. 2 minutes I'll put up with. I ain't putting up with 3. Someone can have a child in that time. Someone can literally go to university and graduate by the time I see the next Villa highlight. 3 minute wait is ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Archer off. Has he been substituted for them? Happy days. No Archer goal against Villa. Although, I reckon it... What was it like? Brereton Diaz to come on, maybe? Who the hell is Amo Amior? Who is that? I say that as he probably will score again. Never question a player. Because the second you do it, he grabs a goal. For a guy who looks 12. Okay. Flash Score doesn't even have his photo. Oh dear. Can the Villa game go back on? We don't have long. Please. I'm asking for just a stream that's not 3 minutes behind. I'm not asking for a lot here. I've clicked my mouse a million times. I've clicked my mouse more than a League of Legends player. Seriously, let me watch a bloody live stream, for the love of God. I hate the pop-up ads. When you click anywhere on the screen. This one's even further behind. I can't do this. This one's in the 69th minute. What are we in? 74th. It's taking the piss. It's 5 minutes behind. They're getting worse. They're getting backwards in time. How is this? How is this happening? It started as a perfectly, well, not fine, but a normal 2 minute. Hey, I got it back. Okay, 72. What are we on? Okay, it's not bad. We're on 75.20, and my stream is 72.50. Fine. I'll deal with that. That's better than the 69th minute, which I've just witnessed on another stream. Council, I'm off to work, pal. Maybe the stream will start working. Have a good. All right, cheers, Carl. Have a good one, mate. Your stream's 6 minutes behind. It's mental, man. I will get a Fire Stick. I will at some point. I already pay so much money. I've got Sky Sports. I've got TNT. I've got Amazon. I'm sick to death with what I pay now anyway. I've spent so much money on football to still have to deal with this shit. It's genuinely infuriating. Oh, hearing you rant is funny than the actual game. I'm sick to fucking death, man. I'm literally going link by link. All right, okay. This one, 3 minutes behind. This one's for 5 minutes. Took the piss. 3 links in a row. They got progressively worse. I was going backwards in time, going from stream to stream. My God, are we gonna score again? Honestly, I want to say yes. I want to say yes. I don't think so. I think this will stay 1-0. I do think this will stay 1-0. I'm worried about a Southampton equaliser, actually. I think there's more chance they grab a goal than we do. But it's Philogene, though. Into Konza in the box of Villa. Cross. Corner. Goal kick. It takes a double deflection off Konza. And a goal kick to Southampton. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Southampton play out from the back again. And they're put under pressure. Philogene. That's a foul. Armstrong fouled. Yeah, Philogene, I don't think was... He's telling him to get up. You're now on the 70th. I'm on the 75th. Guys, Total Sports here. I think Link 1 eventually will work. It took me ages to get it to work, and if you go on Link 1, it's 75th minute. I'm helping you out. I'm helping the chat. Helping the chat. Well, Southampton just tried to gain some yards from a free kick, and John McGinn weren't having it. They do take it short. And the Villa crowd expecting to try and win the ball here. Southampton play like a team that... It's like they think they have top 6 players. They play a system that a top 6 team would play, but then you realise they got, bottom 3 players. I don't think you can play this way. When you've got Manning and Wood and Downs in your team and Armstrong, I don't think you can play like this. I don't know. You got to play to your advantages, That's why a Sean Dyche Burnley team would often do well in the Premier League. And they even got them into Europe once because they played to their strengths and played shit, annoying football. But they all worked as a unit in a 4-4-2. Southampton try and play possession-based, play out from the back football for a team that has very little quality in it. How many goals XQC is conceded next? Oh dear, he's shite. I remember him laughing at Cal the Dragon in a live stream, and then like his whole chat was saying, "Yeah, this is gonna be it." Oh dear. Again, Southampton still trying to play out from the back. They struggled to make it to the halfway line, although they probably will this time. And they do go down the left here. Walker Peters with Armstrong now getting the ball and he's forced backwards. I think Armstrong should have looked. He should have looked at Walker Peters on the overlap, but he didn't. "30 minutes ago, Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0. Ooh, Joe Aribo. Back to goal. Manning intertwines. Oh, it's poor ball. Yeah, you can tell these are shit. And a silly free kick given away as well. Should be a yellow card. It is. It's a pullback of McGinshire. This is why they're in the bottom three. It's just such a shit pass at the edge of the box. Like you can't get those wrong. And then it's just a shirt pull on McGinn to stop the counter attack for Villa. And then he chops him down. If the shirt pull wasn't enough, he then goes to chop him down like a tree. Another change for Southampton. Downs is coming off. It is Brereton Diaz. I thought he was going to come on earlier, but Brereton Diaz is on now. He used to be... I tell you what, Brereton Diaz at Blackburn was a baller. Absolute baller. I don't think we've quite seen the form of Brereton Diaz since Blackburn Rovers. Rodgers. Back to Kamara. That's what I'm on about. That is what I'm on about. Kamara's passing is shit. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm getting gaslit to believe he transitions the ball well. That's what it's a 6-yard pass. That just flies into touch. For no reason, under no pressure. This is literally what I'm on about. He's a very good defender, Kamara. Very good at doing his defensive duties. Getting the ball forward is not what he does well. He never does it well. Well, not never. Might be a bit harsh. But he's so shit at that, I think. I'm getting gaslit into believing that he transitions the ball. No way. He does that shit every game. Every game he does that. I'm sick to death of it. Under no pressure. I couldn't even tell what player he's trying to pass to. That was that bad. Oh, man. He's defending those brilliant. I love that. He's defending one-on-one. He's amazing. It's probably saved the goal even in this game. He's defended earlier very well one-on-one. But my God, going forward is bad. Watkins into Rodgers. And that's poor from Rodgers as well. Digne has to slide to try and keep the ball and he still couldn't. That's just sloppy from Rodgers too, man. Yeah, we are very sloppy. We've been very sloppy this game. 10 minutes to go. Still 1-0 to Aston Villa. Barkley, he's got options down the left. Oh, fucking hell! What is that as well? And a huge groan from the Villa crowd. Barkley this time, loads of space to try and find a pass, and he just drills a ball so much further ahead of Digne. It's unbelievable, man. That's 3 times we've given the ball away in the last 2 minutes of the game. And all those times, such little pressure on the ball. You can't say, oh, it's Southampton's heavy press. Oh, you can't say, like, oh, he had 2 men on him. In each of those 3 chances, it's like there was no one around them. Kamara was completely free. Barkley was completely free. And Rodgers had, I think, 1 man slightly close to him. But all 3 passes were dismal. Philogene... He gives the ball away there. At least there's an idea of a pass forward. Still keep it. Cross comes in towards Watkins. And he puts it wide. It's a good cross actually towards Ollie Watkins, but yeah, the commentator says he doesn't try. He should try to head the ball. He doesn't. He tries to take it down off his feet, and I kind of do agree. I think a header would have been a decent idea there. Or better than his. I know foresight's a great thing, but like, he probably could have directed a header, or even like a very awkward high foot volley potentially. I'm waiting, hoping myself up for a 2-0. Rocker says it's ridiculous against a team that is bottom of the league, only 1-0. It's not only 1-0. It's reflected a 1-0 game. It's not been a 1-0. We've battered them. Should have been more. Oh, good challenge. John McGinn diving. Surely we get a corner for that. The referee does whistle. Oh, sorry. He eventually does whistle because the linesman flags. Villa corner. It was a good cut back into McGinn, but a very good challenge to stop a Villa second goal potentially. And it was Rodgers who found the pass in between two defenders. And then Lumley can't stop the ball from going out. But yeah, we have been very shit in this game. And I'll say it now, we're very lucky we're playing such a bad team, because if we played anyone half decent today, we wouldn't have won. And that's to say we're going to win this as well, because we might not even win this too. We've got 7 minutes to go here. It's still 6 minutes to go here. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0. Corner comes in from Digne towards Watkins. He gets a header on goal. Does put it over. Again, it's just not really challenging Lumley. It's a tough header. I'll give him that. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. It's just got no direction on the header. It's always going high and wide. And that is my disappointment. Elsewhere, all the scores in the Premier League remain the same. Luton 1, Swansea 1 is the difference now in that game. Barnsley 1, Birmingham 2. A red card at Barnsley as well at home. Wrexham are going to come away with a 1-0 win at Burton. Very scrappy lead there. And Stockport now lead 1-0 against Exeter. Still Wycombe 1, Reading 1. Wonder if there'll be a winner in that game, as Wycombe look to push on top of the league. Lots of postponed games as well. Heavy postponed games. Yeah. Palace scores 2-2. Palace have led twice. City have pegged them back twice. Oh, City red card. Man City red card. That could be pivotal here. Is that just... I swear that's just happened. Rico Lewis has just now been sent off. Lewis, well, 0-0 over there. Crystal Palace, the only reason then they are level in this game is because of Lewis, but he's then gone on to get a yellow card a minute later after he scored. And he's now got a second yellow with 5 minutes to go in that game. And surely now, Crystal Palace will try and push on and get a win in that game. You'd imagine. You would imagine. The third yellow as well has been shown to Southampton of the afternoon. Emi Martinez into Pau Torres. Good block, actually, to be fair. Southampton try and press Villa from the... as Villa try and play out from the back. Some City fans are complaining on the stream saying it shouldn't have been a red, but apparently he slid in on a yellow. I always say, if you're on a yellow card and you slide, you have to make sure you get the ball. Because if you foul your man on a yellow with a slide tackle, you kind of make decisions for referees sometimes. Which mic's being used? It is this one. I don't have another mic on here. Oh, I suppose this one. Yeah, this isn't used. It was being used yesterday because I had some mic issues, but a very good point. I usually took this in, but I was talking yesterday, and this mic weren't working, so I had to use that. That's probably why it was out. I forgot entirely that it was out. Yeah, it's a Blue Yeti. Very good mic. I like it. Poor pass. Digne gets it back for Villa. Rodgers tries a 1-2, gets dispossessed, although we hook it forward again to Digne. And this is a 3-on-3, and we've got the ball forward. It's Ollie Watkins. Chance for Villa. Big chance. Inside the box. Squares it. Oh, Barkley with an open goal. Can't force the ball in. Good pullback from Ollie Watkins, but Ross Barkley, how is that not game over there? Watkins very unselfishly lays it off to Barkley. Lumley at Watkins' feet, so it's a tap-in really for Barkley. But with the defender's challenge, it stops a Villa second goal. Goodness me. Good, another huge chance wasted, and it was Wood's challenge on Barkley meant the ball went the wrong side of the post from a Villa perspective. Goodness Christ, honestly, huge chance for a Villa, to win the game. We do get a corner, but goodness me. It's an in-swinger corner from Digne. Punched by Lumley. That's not convincing. It's another Villa corner. Lumley goes to punch the ball. And he's saying he was fouled, but yeah, no chance, mate. He punches the ball backwards. We need to be more clinical, definitely. It's an open goal. We're in the 88th minute here. Villa 1, Southampton 0. Another corner. It's going to be another Digne cross to swing it in on Lumley in the blistering wind here. Hands up. Ball swerves in. Flick header from Barkley. But it's going to be defended and maybe even a counter-attack for Southampton, but they give it away poorly. Here's Rodgers for Villa. Rodgers, edge of the box, pass. Watkins, square! But no one there again. Once again, Lumley dives out at Watkins' feet. He squares the ball, but doesn't find a pass this time. And another wasted chance for Villa. How many times in this game? How many times? Prayer for Antonio, suspended for Man United. And time flies. It's been 3 years since I've been watching this channel. Yeah, no, it's a long time, man. Long time. Guys, double tap the screen on TikTok. I appreciate all your love and support as always. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok, so you feel free to watch me on whatever. I do Villa videos and Villa live streams on a lot of platforms. Feel free to follow. Long injury time due to Bailey, probably. Well, you'll have the spoiler, so you'll know. I'll be given 5 minutes of added time. You see it on screen here. So I am slightly delayed, so I don't really know what to do. I'm going to peel back my chat here so we get to see the timer. So my stream is 2 minutes behind. 2.5 minutes behind. So the game will say full time by the time I'm still watching the last 2 minutes. So the Pokemon channel is something it's just an idea for me right now because I like Pokemon and I don't want to force people to watch stuff they don't want to watch, so I keep my Villa stuff separate. And it's that simple. Just like a lot of people have second channels, third channels for a lot of different things. I now have that too. So on my stream here, we're just entering the 5th minute of added time now. Southampton's still trying to play out from the back, going down the right-hand side. I think I remember you from Brentford, or I think I do. I had a lot of people that day, in fairness. And I do not live in Aston. Here come Villa with Rodgers. Good ball, Watkins chance. Heavy touch from Ollie Watkins. It's another wasted chance. If Watkins' touch was lighter there, he's in on goal. Lumley, though, does so well to close down the space. But Ollie's touch has to be better there. Has to. And then Armstrong has a chance with the cross, but he doesn't get to the ball either. And that would really piss me off. If Ollie Watkins misses that chance and then I see Southampton score at the other end, I'd have been very pissed. 4th goal for Brentford against Newcastle. Another defeat for the Geordies. After such a good performance against Liverpool, it's so bizarre to see them get beat, to be quite honest. It's still Palace 2, Manchester City 2 elsewhere. Oh, good tackle that from John McGinn. To just completely kill Southampton's attack. And now here come Rodgers. Villa on the break. Ollie Watkins. It's a 2-on-1. Watkins has a man in the box. Ollie Watkins might go alone. Good block. But oh my God, Ollie. How many chances are we going to bottle in this game? How many opportunities? 2-on-1 there. And Ollie just at two minds. See, John Duran would not do that. I'm sorry. But Duran would not be hesitant. And would either pass or shoot. He probably would shoot there. But Duran is not a hesitant player. Ollie Watkins is. And that allows the defender to come across and block the shot. And it's a huge chance for Villa. Once again wasted. If you have to make those decisions quicker. If you're going to go for goal, you have to go for goal earlier than that. If you're going to pass, you got to pass earlier than that. It just allows the defender to come across and block a shot. Or block the pass. It just allows that defender more time. You don't want to give them more time. And it's just wasted again. I'm sick of it, man. That's why I said earlier today, Duran scores the goal that I don't think Ollie does. In that situation, Ollie tries to probably take the ball around the keeper and loses it. Where Duran, confident enough to strike it early, beat the keeper and put us 1-0 up. It's just hesitation drives me insane, man. I gotta say, he's very selfish as well to not pass. But if you're gonna be selfish and shoot, make up your mind quicker. Rodgers is injured now. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. He shouldn't even. He shouldn't be like playing the amount of games he's played. He should have been rested. So if he has got injured, then it's all on the club. Almost every Villa player has been rested apart from Morgan Rodgers. I have not, Joe. I have not. Konza for Villa. We're in the actual game. We're over a minute of the playing time. Pau Torres. Rodgers, good ball forward into Watkins. One touch pass isn't very good at all. We keep it alive though. Barkley. Oh, I've just seen Rodgers go down. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake. What is the point? City has finished 2-2 at Selhurst Park. It's more drop points for Manchester City. And the Villa game has entered the 7th minute of injury time. Oh, fucking hell, man. I swear to God. Open. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Rodgers does get up, thankfully. Well, the full-time whistle in the game has gone. It has finished full-time. But we're going to see in the last couple of minutes if anything else of note has happened. But because I'm watching a stream, but the regular game has officially finished now. And all the chat that I'm seeing on the website is just laughing at Manchester City. Everyone's just making fun of City. Lumley smashes it long forward. Won back by Kamara. McGinn, that's a good ball. Philogene. And it's a 3-on-1 Villa van. A 4-on-1. Philogene slips over. Barkley takes the ball round Lumley. Squares it. And for fuck's sake, McGinn misses. How many times? How many times? 4-on-1. 4-on-1. And we don't score. Sickening, man. Absolutely sickening. How wasteful are we? How wasteful are we? Rodgers booked. Lumley's forward, so that Southampton have the whole team forward for their last free kick of the game. Clean sheet, no bookings, 3 points is a bonus from any game, especially in the Premier League. And it's the final free kick of the game for Southampton. It's forward. It's a flick header away. What was the point in Lumley going forward, by the way? What was the point of that? For him to then just jog back to the halfway line. Another cross comes in, header away by Carlos. And that is full time. 3 points to Aston Villa. That was kind of shit, weren't it? Am I harsh in saying that? Do you guys agree? That was kind of shit, right? Even Unai Emery doesn't, I don't think, looks too pleased with that. It's a win, right? And a win is important. Doesn't matter if you win 20-0, 1-0 through an own goal, right? A win is a win. 3 points are 3 points. But it's kind of shit, right? It's kind of shit. I don't think we really got going, did we? Our only goal, and I'll make this point in my TikTok video as well, because if you guys aren't aware, I mean, the people watching on TikTok are aware, but for the YouTube viewers, I do have a TikTok account, AJS TV, and I make videos over there as well. I'll make a video after this game very shortly. But Villa, literally, other than a defender's mistake and Duran tackling him, going through and scoring, we just didn't really threaten them. We had a lot of chances to threaten them, but we fucked it up in like how many times were we like 3-on-2, 4-on-2, 2-on-1, and we still didn't get either a proper shot away or fluffed lines, or huge chances missed. Even then, a minute to go in the game in injury time, 4-on-1, Philogene slips over and the loose ball falls to McGinn and neither can score. Ollie Watkins, 2-on-1, caught in two minds, gets tackled. I'm sick to death of that happening over and over again. Over and over and over again. Now, a win is a win, right? And that is back-to-back wins in the Premier League, and that's great. But Brentford was a lot better than that. We were a lot better in the Brentford game, at least in the first half. But that was shite, man. That's 2 second half. I think at the very least I can say it's 2 second halves from Villa that have been very disappointing. I thought the second half against Brentford was very poor, and today was pretty much the same. But it is a win, and some people say, you can't take your wins for granted and you move on. But I'm not massively impressed, is what I will say. But a win is a win, and that's the most important thing. If we beat Leipzig on Tuesday, then happy days. But I'm not too impressed. I thought Watkins again was kind of mediocre. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like I said, I'll make a TikTok video. I'll talk about it, and I might do a video midweek as well on YouTube. Probably after the Leipzig game, just to talk about Villa and what I think has really happened this season, and just a little bit of review. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again for Aston Villa against Leipzig on Tuesday.